Pennywise is playing soon. Please leave. Please leave. You don't want to miss Bro Him. They'll play it 3 times. You want to miss those iconic lyrics. Whoa. 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 You don't want to miss the fucking football team of punk playing their shit down. You don't want to miss. You don't want to be the only one standing in here with a flat brim baseball cap. While 40-year-old dudes are saying, "Fuck the authority." Talk about Redondo Beach, California. Yeah, man. Guess what? Authority's on your fucking side, white dude. And don't say fuck authority and then go silent majority, because it sounds like you're fucking voting for Trump. Listen, I don't really like that. Everyone can like something they want.
Yes.
Not my seed. I didn't get laid in high school, so I like Screeching Weasel. That's how it works. What do you do? Yes, bring them up. Let's all see these people. Look at these motherfuckers right here. Hey, shut up, liver. You're fine. What do you like? Irish punk? Oh shit. Hey, this is a red shirt. I'm terrible at this. Whoa, ha. Check it out. Denim jacket with the sleeves cut off. Original. Where's your Amebix patch? Who's heard of Amebix? Nobody, but everyone's got the patches. Nice Crass logo tattoo. Listen, guys, I'm the punkest motherfucker in here. Yeah. All right, cool. Name somebody. Name some. Who? Name somebody.
Robert Paulson.
Who?
Robert Paulson.
Somebody wants one. That's the punkest band I know. Smash Mouth. You try to talk shit about Smash Mouth in Southern California and everyone does the same thing. It's like, but did you hear the band before? Or did you hear the first album? It's actually pretty good. You know who else says shit like that? People who defend Screwdriver. The first album they weren't so racist. And then they hit a gypsy with their car. And then cursed them and said, racist. Move to Huntington Beach. A lot of Nazis in Huntington Beach. Listen, I'm not here to make you question your choices. There's like a fucking hour and 15 minutes, Good Charlotte is playing on Fremont Street. What a fucking terrible set. Oh, I'll make some. Who likes Good Charlotte? All right, cool. Yeah, you're 18 years old. Sure. I liked shitty shit when I was growing up too. When I scored, like the shitty shit I listened to growing up was fucking Metallica. Not cool. Not cool. Let's see. Pennywise sucks. Screwdriver. Not that bad. That first evidence. Not that bad. There used to be a record store in Orange County that they would get bootleg Screwdriver records, and then they had them behind the counter, and so a guy would have to come in and go like, "Hey, do you have any Screwdriver?" And they'd be like, "Yeah." And then they bring out the box full of their hate music stuff, and then but what they did is that in between each and every record, they put black gay porn. And I wish this was during a time where there was they just had a video camera set up, and you just see these guys going, "Oh yeah, sweet." I fucking like Coldplay so much. I like Coldplay so fucking much. And this is a guy that's like, I'm 36 now, this is when I have to do that. But what's more punk than saying what you feel? It's just it's catchy is all. I haven't done stand-up a lot lately. Everyone on the show was so fucking good and had great jokes, and I was like, "Oh, wing it." It's just that like my dad died like not too long ago, and then like it's like, and now I just don't know who to try and prove wrong anymore. That's a great dad joke. He turned on the chandeliers when I came on stage. Because I'm fancy. I'm on internet TV. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I don't know what's next. I don't know what's now. I know that I didn't want to spend any money on this trip so I could make more money on this show. There's like a bunch of things I'm starting to question in my life as I get like closer to 40. Is that and I'm doing things differently. Things it's like you know. And I never used to like now as an adult I take the longest, hottest showers of my life. Anyone else do that? Anyone else as they get older just take long, hot showers? They say, who cares about the drought? Let's fucking just stand. I stand. When I was young, I would fucking in and out as fast as I could. Just like I didn't. Just my hair fucking sucked, and I just wanted in and out. Just so if I met somebody, they would go, ugh. Like that's all I did. But now, like I stand in the shower and I turn it as hot as it can go, and then I like lean my head up against the wall, like an undercover cop after a bad day on the job. Wasn't supposed to go down like that. Stevenson was a good cop! Can't keep this up. The other thing I do in my 30s, I never did in my 20s, is if I have nowhere to go and I'm out and about and I don't feel like going home, I'll just sit in my parked car drinking coffee in a parking lot. Like a dad that hasn't told his family he's been laid off. Leaves in the morning with his briefcase, off to work! Then goes, gets coffee, and just, things gotta work out. That's a sad joke. It's a real sad joke. I think the main thing I realized the difference is in my 30s and in my 20s. When I was in my 20s, I used to say like if I had a bad dream, I said I had a nightmare. That's what I would say. Oh man, I had a nightmare. But now, in my 30s, I don't really say that I had a nightmare, I said I had a bad dream. And that's because I realized as an adult, you have to reserve the term nightmare for parts of your actual life. Oh man, just last night I just had this crazy dream, and it was just a real bad dream. And I saw my family, and they were across the Site Desert. And if I could get to them, I could save them. And I started running, and then the ground became soft, and I couldn't, it was slow, it was just I sunk into the ground. And then they started turning into stone. I know. They started turning into stone, and then the wind, it's like, they just started turning into dust. It was like fucking eternity. I just had Sierra I love turn into dust. And I just couldn't wake up. I was screaming. I couldn't fucking wake up. Oh, it's terrible, man. Heard you gotta go to Vegas this weekend and do comedy for a bunch of punks. Yeah, it's a fucking nightmare, dude. It's a fucking living nightmare. On the way here, I saw a mechanic shop, and it was called like an auto body mechanic shop. It said Sons and Park, like Sons and Park. That's weird. Usually, when there's like a business and it's a family business, they'll do like the name first and then and Sons, Anderson and Sons, Gary and Sons. And then I was like, why'd they switch it? Why'd they switch it? I realized no one's gonna want to take their car to a place called Parkinson's. It's a shaky business model, if you ask me. But the commercials with Michael J. Fox are pretty fun. These are the jokes! These are the jokes! Who knew that the last comic would be the worst comic of the night? I got here early, started drinking. I'm really good at drinking. I'm at a point now in my life where it's like if I go out and I have a night of sobriety, I have to call my friends the next morning and be like, I'm so sorry, I was so clear-headed last night and said everything I felt about you. I'm married to a woman, but it was close. It was almost the other way. Sexuality is a sliding scale, friends. I am turned on by men in a way where I'm not aroused, but I just want to be their friend so I could maybe fuck them accidentally. Like you just like, that was crazy. What happened last night? I don't know, man. Oh shit. Oh well, I'll never have it again. Oh, hope not. What is this? What are we doing? This is crazy. It's the thing where it's like growing up, I was like, I'm a straight guy. I'm very unique. I'm a straight white male, and But here's like the thing. It's like I get it sometimes, and this is how I know. Here's some things like how I know that like I kind of want the embrace from a man, another man. Is that like if I ever there's another man that's like my size, like 6'5", like that. All I want is a hug from them, because as like a tall person, you don't get good hugs. You are constantly comforting children. Think to yourselves, a hug sounds pretty good, right? Not for any tall person you've ever met in your fucking life. It's like that's what it is. It's like their head goes right here into your ample bosom, and then you have to just rub their head or rest your chin on their head. If you try to like put your face on their head, it's just like it's a skull. You're just resting your head on a fucking rock hard skull. It's not fun. It's no good. And here's the thing. And so every once in a while you get to hug the tall guy, and I just like cradle my head on his shoulder, and then we look each other in the eye and we just go, yeah. That was good. And then here's another example of like what I feel like I was like I'm like mostly straight, very gay, mostly straight. Is that it's just circumstance, really. Like it's like like one time I used to work as a receptionist at a salon, and all these women talked like I wasn't there or didn't exist, and they were all talking about how they liked the guy with the big dick, and then I was like, they're like, I love a big dick, I fucking love a big dick, and I was like, huh, what about like a nice dick with a good personality that makes you laugh, with jokes, and then like it's like I was like, oh, that made me feel bad. But then like I went to a sandwich shop and I saw this gigantic hoagie, and my first reaction was like, oh, I want that in my mouth. And then I got it. I was like, I want that in my body. It hurts so good. And then there was another time where it's like I realized like I was talking to my friend, and we talked about how much I love shitting. You guys love shitting? Yeah! I love taking a huge shit. I love it. They call it number 2 because it's the second best thing you can do with your body. Number 1, you can come. Number 2 is taking a fucking dump. That's why it's number 2. And this is why I like it so much. Like it feels good. It feels like you made an accomplishment, and that's why I realized after like a gigantic poo, it's like I wish if that was gay sex. If gay sex was just dicks coming out of my butt, I would just be all about it. I would be all about it. If I could just shit out dicks, I would give a shit out dicks. I don't want to get a man in, go in. It seems like gonna hurt. I can just like shit out dicks left and right. I'd be fucking gay as shit, man. Yeah, it's like fucking, I just want to shit out dicks and like, I don't know, it's like maybe I could take a pill. I'll take a pill and then like dicks gestate in my belly, and then like it's like I don't want to wait too long, and I shit out little dicks, and I wait a little long time, and a real huge fucking black one comes out of my butt. Thanks for the light. I'll have you know that my wife is here, and that last joke is her favorite joke. Deanna, is that your favorite joke? Yes. It's her favorite joke. And I did it because I'm going to drink the rest of the night and make her drive me home tomorrow. The last guy, it was so fucking good. Chris was so fucking funny, and he talked about how. Here's an example of white privilege, everybody. He like it's like his girlfriend had an accident, and then like they got to the hospital, and immediately they were separated, and there was cops talking about maybe there was some domestic violence going on. Not too long ago, my wife got us some zip lining in the mountains. We got us some zip lining in the mountains, like things for my birthday, and we went, and she was going too fast on the zip line, and then they had to like bring out the little buckle thing that breaks it so you don't slam into a tree, and then she hit the thing, and then her face went into it, and her nose busted open on the top, and then blood came out the fucking bottom. There was blood everywhere, and we were in the middle of the mountains, and then I turned to the guy who was just telling us we should go see a fucking Slipknot in the desert or something. I turned around and I go, "What do we do?" He's like, "What do we do?" And so we bandage up her nose, and we have to zip line out of the mountains, and then we get into a car, and then we start driving to find a hospital. We get to a hospital, and I start to get self-conscious because I'm a real big guy, and she's a tiny little lady, and she with a busted up nose. And then we walk into the place, and they're like, "What's going on?" She's like, "Oh, I busted my nose," and I got self-conscious, and I was like, "We were ziplining," which sounds like it's made up. It sounds like a guy that's trying so hard to come up with they'll never assume that someone would just make up that we were ziplining. I was like, "We were ziplining," and they were just like, "Okay." And they write it down, and then I was like, "Oh, that's weird." And then we go into a room, and the doctor's like, "How'd this happen?" And then I just jump in again. I go, "We were ziplining. We were ziplining." She was going too fast, and then she busted her face. And then he's like, "All right, sounds good." And then I started to get offended. And they didn't think I could punch my fucking wife in the face. Dude, I listen to Screeching Weasel. That dude is all about punching women in the face. I'm Jonah. Thank you guys so much for being here.